Okay, so feet shoulder width apart, and let's just stand for a moment. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, just let go of any tension. Let's do that a couple more times. Deep breath in. Feel your body sinking down towards the earth. And then start to turn the head to look to the side and on the side. Keeping the chin level, slowly turning the head from side to side. Then let the head roll downwards. We're doing semicircles and look to the side, all the way. So tucking the chin in, then lifting. Head back to center. So, sorry. Tuck the chin in again, but this time stretch the chin down to the floor. And then lift. Stretching the chin up. Lowering. Tuck the chin in, then stretch to the floor. Lifting. Stretch the neck. And lift the chin, stretch it up. Just do a couple more to your own timing, nice and slowly. And looking straight ahead. Shoulders back, then lift them up to the ears, forward and down. So rotating the shoulders, pulling them back, lift, forward and down. Other way. Good, stretch the neck up, drop the ear to the shoulder. Keep the shoulders dropping downwards. Change, other side, ear to shoulder. Change. Change. Back to center. Good. Put your hands on your shoulders and elbows circling forwards. If you can, touch the elbows, but adjust according to what you can do. These should be soft, not locked straight. Other way. And then shake it out, bend the knees. Good. And you're going to just bunch your hands together in little hooks. And then just rest them on your abdomen. And then you're going to circle the hands around. They don't have to stay in hooks, actually. Just open them up now. So the fingers are circling around. So use the thumb as the pivot, going down, around, and up. And then bend your knees at the same time. So you've kind of taken the spine back. And you're going to change direction to bring the fingers up and out. Good. Give the wrists a shake. And then feet shoulder width. Let's circle the hips. Other direction. Good, feet together. Just adjust this. Feet together, and then little bends. And straightening up. Bend and straighten. And this time when you bend, stay there, and then raise the tailbone. Bend. Raise the tailbone. Always doing what you can, working within your own limitations. And then one more time, and then slowly uncurl the spine and bring yourself up. Give the legs a shake. And then rotate the ankle. If you prefer, you can do it with one toe on the floor and circle around that way. Other direction. Shake. Other foot. Get your balance. Rotate. Other way. Shake. And just have your feet shoulder width. And you're going to just breathe in and raise the heels. Breathe out and lower knees soft. Breathe in, raise the heels. Breathe out and lower. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. And then you're going to lift with one leg up. If you can, grab it and pull it in. Otherwise, just do what you can. You need to hold on to something instead. That's fine. And then other leg. Golden thread pulling you straight up to the ceiling. Good. Change. You need to hold on to something if you're really wobbly. It's fine to hold on. Change. Don't get your knees high. That's fine as well. Good. I'll help you balance with kicks if you do that. Okay, so just going to stretch out a little bit more. So take your feet out about 2 shoulder widths wide or whatever is comfortable for you. So you're going to take your weight onto your left leg so you can turn the right foot out to the right. Slide forward and then slide the heel out. So we're just doing a nice stretch. Tailbone stretching down to the floor. You feel it on the thigh, on the back leg, and you should obviously feel the front muscles engaging. But you get a nice stretch on that back leg and in the calf. You should feel the calf as well. It's coming up. Breathe in and breathe out as you lower. Again, breathe in, come up. Breathe out, going forwards. And then change, you're going to turn to the front. So toes in, heel in, and then turn your left toes to the left. Bend the leg, slide the right heel out. And again, you're pushing that heel into the floor so you can feel the stretch front of the thigh and calf. Tailbone down to the floor so engage the pelvic floor to support your lower back. Golden thread pulling you up. So coming up, breathe in, breathe out. Lowering, going forwards. Coming up, breathe in, breathe out, go forwards, transfer the weight, feel the stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Holding it there. So if you can't feel the stretch, your feet are probably too close together. Coming up, turn the toes around, other foot heel in, and then heel, toe, and give your legs a shake. Okay, so we've been working on the 24 step in the modified form where we do it in a small area. So I want to continue with that today. So get yourselves ready, grab a drink if you need it. And then stand in the center of your space. So feet connecting to the earth. Just take a moment to feel the weight of your body on your feet. And just take your weight forward slightly onto the toes and then back onto the heels. We've got a gentle rocking motion onto the toes and then the heels. And then you start to reduce the movement, so it's just to the ball of the feet. And back onto the heel, but not fully back. And eventually slow that movement down so it settles more on the instep. And feel your foot contacting the floor. And the weight should settle just behind the ball of the foot. Golden thread pulling you up. Going to step into the opening Wuji stance. So left foot taking your weight on the right. Slowly lift the heel, then toe heel to shoulder with small step. Legs straight but not locked. And again, just feel that connection on the floor. Golden thread pulling you up. Calm and relaxed, breathing natural, and just make sure the tip of your tongue is on the roof of the mouth, just behind the teeth. So we're going to go through the routine, the form, up to golden cockerel stands on one leg, the second one. Okay. And begin. Opening form. Part the wild horse's mane. White crane spreads its wings. Brush knee push. Play pipa. front foot, heel on the floor. Step back for pulse monkey. So you should have space for at least one full step backwards, if not two. And do it on the spot. Grass bird's tail. Single whip. Curling to your left. Wave hands like clouds. Single whip to the front. High pat on horse. Kicks. Box ears. Snake creeps down. Golden cockerel. So from there, step back, the left foot, whole ball. Our lady weaves the shuttles to the front right corner. So remember, roll hands around the ball, turn to the front and push. Sit back, draw into whole ball. Left foot to the left corner, roll the hands around the ball, come forward and push. We're going to do a few more of those. Sit back, whole ball. Actually, I'm going to come a bit closer to the screen so you can see better. Okay, so stepping out with the right foot, roll the hands around the ball. It's the forearm, remember, turning and push. And adjust that back heel and as you pull the hip round. So the hip pulls that heel around, ready to push. Sit back, draw the foot in, hold ball on the right, and step to the front left corner. Roll around the ball as you come forward and push. Step back, hold ball. Fair lady weaves the shuttles. Needle at the bottom of the C, so half a step. Weight on your right leg. The right hand comes up to the shoulder and it's like a brush knee and needle at the you know, hand going forwards. So you're not going down to the bottom of the floor. It's not really the bottom of the thing. Remember, it goes thrusting forward. So your hand's no lower than the groin. Okay, so we're going to connect that up. We're going to go from this single whip. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, we will. Okay, let's go from the second single whip just to get the run into those movements. So your weight's on your right leg, right hand's in the big, and you've gone to the front. We revised this section last week. So high pat on horse. Draw the foot in, step out, and kick to the right corner. Box ears. Sit back, draw the foot in, and lift, kicking to the left corner. Snake ribs down. We've got rolling. And then the foot out. Oh, I'm a bit tight to the sofa. Turning to the front, remember. Golden cockerel stands on right leg. So from here, you step the left leg back behind and then go into whole ball, facing the corner. Fair Lady weaves the shuttles. Just one each side. And needle at the bottom of the C. So half a step. Arm comes up to the shoulder. Brush knee with the left hand and thrust forward with the right. Draw back. So the foot draws back and your left hand is pointing towards the right wrist. Stepping out, an inline stance or a narrow bow stance. Forward, flash, arms, flash the back. Okay, so just going to do that last little section. So we're going to go from golden cockerel stance on left leg. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so stepping back, or ball. Fair Lady weaves the shuttles. Stepping back. Needle at the bottom of the C. Coming up. Stepping forward, narrow bow stance, flash the back. Okay, release. Together. I'm going to do that 2 more times and then I'm going to check if you've got any questions and then move on from there. So just going to come a little bit closer to the screen. That should work. So golden cockerel stands on the left leg. Okay, off we go. Stepping back. Fair Lady weaves the shuttles to the right. Rock back, draw the foot in, and shuttles to the left. Half a step. Turn, use your body, turn the body, and needle at the bottom of the C. Straining up the, oops, try not to fall over back, so look at you balanced, and then step, flash the back. Good. Let's do 2 more. Don't go too far back. Ready? Golden cockerel. Needle at the bottom of the C. flash the back. Okay. Just a little reminder, when you're at needle at the bottom of the sea, you're tilting from the hips and you sink the chest a little bit as well there, but don't overly lower the body. So your weight is very much on the back leg, but the front leg is empty. And then you're just straightening up the spine as the arms lift up. Okay, the wrong arm. So you're straightening up the spine and stepping out. Okay, so let's go one more time and then I'll see if there's any questions. So golden cockerel stands on the right leg. And off we go, stepping back. Off we go, shuttles. Needle at the bottom of the sea. Straightening up, step, flash the back. Up. Okay. So I'm just going to pause the recording. Okay, so question about the needle at the bottom of the sea. When you're okay, so there's a half step and the body turns. As the body turns, the right hand is starting, sorry, the left hand, mirror image. The right hand is coming up to the shoulder. So the thrust goes from the shoulder and forward. So if I do it sideways on, still mirror imaging, so turning. So it's like you're taking a gun out of the holster by your hip, bring up to the shoulder, and then going forward. So it's a forward movement. It's not a downwards movement, but it's down, but down and forward. So it's from the shoulder. So when the hand comes up as well, turning, the hand is very relaxed. The wrist is soft, and then you're putting the strength in as you go forward. And you want to take the abdomen back and sink the chest, ready to then to straighten up, step, flash the back. Okay, so we could all try a few of those actually, just to consolidate what I've just said. So if we go from Fair Lady Weaves the Shuttles, so if you go into whole ball right, step to the left corner, get into the previous movement. So half a step. So the body turns. As it turns, the arms float up. Shoulder, left hand's by the hip, remember. Lift the front foot and then forward. And it's just the toe lightly on the floor, no weight. Sink the chest, take the abdomen back. And then just straighten up and just step into flash the back. Okay, let's do that a few more times. So again, into whole ball on the right. Ready? And stepping. Fair Lady Weaves the Shuttles. And half a step. Turn, hands in position, lift the front foot, and the strike. So it's a groin strike. You're striking to the groin. Straightening up. And flash the back. Okay, let's do it one more time. So from the ball right, and make sure you've relaxed this elbow. Off we go, look into the left corner. The needle at the bottom of the sea. Okay. That should have answered your question. Okay. So we'll go from golden cockerel, stands on right leg. And off we go. Step back. Our lady weaves the shuttles. To the right. And left. Needle at the bottom of the sea. Lash the back. So backhand circles down. Step back with the left leg. Turn a little bit to your left. The right hand's coming down in front of the body. Left hand up in the right hand up on the inside. Left hand down in front of the body. Deflect. Okay. Parry. So turn the arm out. If you've got space, you might have room to step forward. One step and punch. So the left hand is now opposite the right inner elbow, leaving a space. So the hand's on the center line, the left hand. Then the hand goes under the elbow, turns as it comes to the front, hands open and separate around, down just to the top, the diaphragm, and push. Okay, we'll just repeat that section a few times. So if we go from needle at the bottom, we'll go from fly to the back where we left off actually. So we'll just come up and fly to the back. So off we go. Right hand circles back and down as it starts to form a fist. Go in the left foot, turn a little bit to the left. Left hand's coming down in front of the body. Right hand comes up, round, and heel on the floor. Weight is completely on the left leg. So front foot is empty. Turn the fist out, circle the hand around, passes the waist as you step forward and punch. Again, there's no weight on the front. Hang on, something went wrong there. Let's do that again. I think when I'm talking, I miss my flow. So coming back, deflect, parry. Oh, I get it, I forgot to step forward. And then punch, transfer the weight and punch. Hand under, separate, coming back, down and forward. Good. I'm just going to do that sideways on. So just from the parry and the punch. So the hand comes under, it turns as it goes along the forearm. As you take the weight back, then you press down a little and up and forward. Okay, so I'll do this side as well. So you just punch, it'll be with your left hand, right hand's by the inner elbow. The hand goes under, turns, both hands open, draw back, circling the hands around, and then push up and forward. Okay, so let's do the sequence a few more times from flash the back. So getting ready, stepping forward with the left leg and left arm in front. So sit back with the toes, transfer the weight, circling the arm up in front of the chest and deflect. Parry, circle around, step, right fist into waist, heel of the front foot on the floor, all the weight still on the back leg. Then transfer the weight as you punch. Hand goes under, turns, hands open, round, then forward and up. Good. Looking good from here. Let's do that a couple more times. So again, get into position so you've just done needle forward, flash the back. So sit back, take the fist with the right hand as you draw the foot back, turn a little bit to your left, left, parry, and punch. Parry, close up, lifting the toes there. Okay, I'm just going to check in with you to see if you've got any questions. Okay, so we're focusing on feet. Just do it with me. So the right foot would be out when you step forward into flash the back, because it's a narrow bow stance, remember. So you're sitting back, going into the deflect movement. And when you pull the foot in at this point, yes, you turn the left toes out, because that becomes the back foot when you deflect. Then you're turning oh, you can't see my foot. The hand and foot can turn out together here. In fact, it is acceptable. It is acceptable when you deflect. It is acceptable to turn the foot out as it lands. I like to have it straight and turn it along with the fist. But you can, if you prefer, you can just have the foot turned out there. But the way I tend to teach it is so the left foot is out, deflect, so it's straight, and then as the hand rotates, so I connect my hand and foot, rotate them out. And again, just the heels of the front foot is straight, so it's more consistent if you do it that way. And then the front foot is straight as you come forward and push. Okay, so let's just do that again. So you've just been in the narrow bow stance and flash the back, sitting back, transfer the weight, draw back in, ready to deflect. So the foot goes at an angle. Deflect. Turn the foot and hand out together as you turn the body. So it's the body turns the hand and foot, remember. So from here, the body turns. So allow that connection of the body. Heel on the floor and then forwards. So when we, so remember this is a modified version of the 24 form. At no point in the standard 24 step would the feet be like this. It's just because we've adapted it. Because normally there'd be a 180-degree turn to get you from flash the back into deflect. We don't normally do it on the spot. Normally it would be done this way, and you'd be doing a full turn. But because we've adapted it for our space, and also so you're facing the camera most of the time to make it easier, especially for beginners to follow along, we have adapted it. So in this modification, there's a moment where the feet are like this, but that wouldn't normally happen. Okay, so let me just see if that helped. So, okay, so last little section. So we'll go once more from flash the back and then go into cross hands and closing. So get into position, narrow bow stance, left hand forward, left foot forward, ready to deflect. So sit back, deflect, parry, punch, parry, close up, closing. So weight goes back onto the right leg. You need to step the left foot back a little bit, but wide rather than behind too far. Circle the hands, lowering. Sorry. Transfer the weight to the left leg. Right toes come in. Lift the hands, cross at the wrist as the feet come back into parallel stance. Straighten the legs and straight into the closing as well. Turn the hands over, separate, and then lower. And transfer the weight to right leg so you can step your left foot in. Excellent. Okay, so we're just going to go into the punch. So step into that narrow step and punch. So we can do the apparent close up, which should be your left foot forwards. So into the cross hands. So sit back, lift the left toes, step the foot back a little bit and wide. Circle the hands. Cross the wrists, toes coming in as you cross the wrist. And then lift the cross hands. Straighten. Separate the hands. Be together. So we did this in detail a few weeks ago. So again, into flash the back. Okay, so we're going to do that whole little sequence. Sit back, reflect, parry, punch, apparent close up, so sit back, lift the front toes, step the foot out, widening, circling, cross the wrists, your right hand is underneath, straightening up, separate, so this time we're going to go from apparent close up, so we get into the narrow bow stance, bring the arms around and press. So sit back, lift the toes. As you step out, take the hands wider, sinking down, transfer the weight. So right toes in, right hand underneath, crossing the wrist. As you lift the leg back, lift the hands, straighten, turn the hands over, separate, and lower the hands. Be together. So what we're going to do now is go right from the beginning all the way through. So I'm not going to call out instructions. We're just going to do it and enjoy it and feel the flow of the movement. So get yourself ready. Feet together. Nice and relaxed. And begin. Okay, lovely. Just take your feet to shoulder width. It's going to do a nice cooling down exercise. It's going to breathe in. Join the hands at the top. And then gentle bend. Bring the hands down front of the chest. Open the hands and lower. So breathing in, gathering energy from all around you. Looking up as you join the hands. Drawing the energy down through the body. Middle dantian, lower dantian. A deep breath in, gathering energy from all around. Heavenly energy coming down through upper dantian, third eye. Middle dantian, lower dantian. Breathing in as you lift. Breathing out as you lower. One more time. Bring the hands around in front of dantian, like you're holding a ball of energy. Draw the energy in. Ladies, right hand touches first. Gentlemen, left hand on the abdomen first. Other hand on top. Sealing in the energy. Calm and still. And separate your hands. Feet together. Right, that ends today's lesson. Well done, everyone.